Greetings from Snake Mountain Boat Works on Tuesday, January 22, 2018. We're hard at work on the 1954 Penn Captivator Aristocrat. And we were in the process of just popping out the lower transom plank. And in order to do that, we must also release the plank from the interior framing. Well, I'll just let RJ, you want to talk about what you found under there?
I started by taking stripper and putting it on all the screw heads so I could clean them out and take the screws out. As I looked in there in the beginning, this is one thing I noticed is that there's a three-piece board in the back. I think originally it possibly was these two pieces that just came down to basically a V shape. But at some point somebody had some rot issues back there and they kind of cobbled this thing together. I'm not really sure how they did it. Looks like a lot of fillet in there. And then it kind of looks like they Dutchman a piece in there, which looked really weird from the inside. And you can see this. There's a piece of framing that goes along right here on the inside of this board. And in the middle is where this dives into. So the board comes off this way. And it's just a weird looking piece in there. But there is a lot of rot in this piece. As you can see, it just crumbles.
And it transferred the rot to the braces themselves and then to the bottom brace, right?
Yes. So these right here.
There's just a huge water trap.
Yeah.
That's what was created.
That's what you end up with from the back side in there. Definitely pretty junk. These are released. These are the three knee braces that go on the inside, hook the bottom to the transom. They all seem like they were pretty sturdy and still good. They got a little black in them, but we can scrape that out for the most part and clean these up.
So those we can save and reuse.
Yeah, along with these pieces right here they go right in here, and two of these knee braces go on these pieces. The other knee brace goes up the middle of this, and these are definitely savable. That piece up top on the inside, the support, needs to be replaced, and there's two pieces that come down each side of the transom supports, and those both need to be replaced too because they're all rotted down to the bottom, right? This one's rotted and hasn't had anything done. This one was rotted and they got a big chunk of fillet put in it and stained up and put back in.
If we can make a plea to folks out there, put your can of fillet back in the closet because where it meets wood creates a water trap. You might as well think of it as a big open sponge, and it sucks that water in, that moisture. It gets in behind the fillet, has no place to go, and creates a perfect storm for growing black rot. And now you see the result. What would have been a relatively small job, a relatively simple job, has now become a good deal more complex, partly because right along here where RJ is cleaning up some fairing compound or God knows what it is, there's another row of nails. There's a row of nails that goes into this transom plank, and then there's another row that goes into that rotted bottom brace, bottom frame.
These nails we buzzed off with a fine tool. This first set of nails here, and cut it loose from the transom plate. The second set of nails I'm trying to pull out of that framing board in there.
And what
we should be able to release the bottom from the transom plank.
Happily, this is all painted on the bottom, so we'll fill the voids created by digging those nails out with our 3M premium marine filler. So we've got her looking pretty ugly right now, but she's going to be great. The boat is basically sound. We weren't happy about running into this. If there's a bright side to this, it's that as far as we can tell so far, the inner planking where it meets the bottom frame seems to be sound. We'll know more, and if that's not sound, we have a major issue in front of us.
We also released the keel, which is very good shape, very sound, very straight still. And the keelson, which we released from the inside. Got the back side all cleaned up. It was covered with goo, putty, and
red lead primer. Yep. So that keelson's been out to get that red lead primer behind it, because Penn never used red lead primer. That's something that was applied somewhere while the boat was being worked on.
This goes up in the front part of the keel. We release this piece right here, and there's a piece of plastic in between these layers, and up in the very front there was still plastic there, and when they replaced this piece they never cut the plastic out, which I could kind of understand for reasons that the plastic's supposed to be trying to keep your boat dry, but it also keeps you from being able to seal the wood behind it.
Why don't you flip it over and show how shiny that is?
And
I don't know if we can.
Like right in here, you can, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but right through here it's really shiny compared to like here where it would actually adhere. This was up against the plastic, so it wasn't even really adhered at all. So water could get in between the plastic and this caulking or whatever this is and run down through and sit in there and keep everything wet and not allowing it to dry out at all.
Fortunately, though, everything looks good up in the nose. But we will, Mr. Herman, the founder of Penn notwithstanding, and his strip-tight invention, we will be taking that plastic out of there so that we can get a positive seal between the stem piece. It's difficult on a Penn whether to call that stem a knee or a gripe, that curved piece. We just call it the stem, and it's the low water line part of the stem. So with that, we'll end this update on the 1954 Penn Aristocrat, and be back to you once we have the transom planks out and we're ready to begin building back. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now from Snake Mountain Boat Works. Greetings from Snake Mountain Boat Works on Tuesday, January 22, 2019. This is a follow-up on our last update. RJ's working with a fine tool. We thought we had all of the nails cut off, but there's always a few more. And our goal is to have this transom plank out of here so we get a better sense of what's inside, and of course begin the process of replacing that plank.